I feel like it's the case with a lot of people where they want to improve the quality of their video. Maybe they want to buy a new camera, or they want to buy a new lens, or maybe they just want to get video lights, all with the intention of improving the visual aspect of their video. However, I feel like it's important to understand early on that visual quality is only half the story. So, welcome to this video. This is the importance of audio. It's true that getting a better camera or a better lens or better video lights is going to improve the overall quality of the video, but audio is arguably the most important part of any video. Like, when's the last time you watched a video with no audio? Exactly. Now, if you're already familiar with the filmmaking space, you'll know just how much there is to learn about every single subject within it. Audio is no different. It can get real complicated real quick, so I'm gonna try not to go too in depth for the sake of keeping this video fairly simple to follow along. First things first, if you already have a camera, chances are it's gonna do you just fine, especially if you're just getting started on YouTube. What I would recommend before you upgrade anything, you go out and buy lights, you go out and buy an expensive lens, is making sure that your audio situation is situated. What? Making sure that your audio situation is situated. What the heck? What I would recommend before you go out and upgrade anything is making sure that you have a microphone. Now, just like lenses for a camera, there's a lot of different microphones for a lot of different purposes. So depending on what you're going to be doing, that's going to determine which microphone you should get. As of right now, I'm not using the onboard microphones that are coming out of the camera. Especially in this room, there's a lot of echo. The sound bounces off the room. I have sound dampeners, but for the onboard mics, they're just too sensitive. So it sounds like this, and this isn't really, now I don't think it's any secret why we use microphones. I feel like the audio experience is just as important as the visual experience. Just like you might want to have a good camera so your video looks nice, you want to have a good microphone so that the audio sounds nice. Yeah. For a situation like this where I'm just talking to the camera in a room, I've decided to go with a cardioid mic. This is the Blue Yeti. It's a very popular microphone. I've had it for years, so it definitely stands the test of time. It has 4 polar patterns, so you could set it to cardioid, omnidirectional, bidirectional, and stereo. Right now, I have it set to cardioid. Cardioid mics are preferred if you're talking straight to the microphone. It focuses the recording on just what's in front of it and cancels out a lot of what's behind. So if I'm talking right now, the sound is not bouncing off this wall and hitting the mic and creating this echo. It sounds really clean when I'm talking straight to it. And let's say you're in the situation to where you can't just plug in a microphone to your camera. What you can do is sync your audio in post. So you could have this microphone recording to your computer, and then later when you're editing, you could sync the audio and get rid of the camera mic. So you just have the clean audio and your video will sound good. So that's what I'm doing. I have this microphone recording to a software called Audacity. Now, Audacity is a free piece of software. A lot of people use it. I just use it to record audio because that's all I need to do. And then once you're done recording the audio, you export the file, you drop it in your timeline, and that's it. It's all I need to do. Now, let's say you're out and about and you're not just in a room where you're just talking to a microphone. What can you do? So there's a lot of different options. If your camera doesn't have a microphone port, there's not really anything that I'm aware of that you can do. Maybe you could record your audio to an external recorder. I feel like it's a better option if you just have a camera with a mic port. So there are cameras that I would recommend. Now, this is the Canon M50. This is probably the camera that I would recommend if you are just starting a YouTube channel. It's an APS-C size sensor. It's mirrorless, has dual pixel autofocus, and most importantly, has a mic port. So when you're out and about, you're vlogging, maybe you're with your friends, you want to have good audio for your video, this is really important. Bro, I feel like I got dunked in the water. Like,
My bad.
I was so fine. I was fine until the turn.
Oh my
yeah.
Well, honestly, I'm pretty sure there's water like in my phone.
I got hit with like 2 tsunamis. Like, my choice in microphones for these types of situations are, I use the Rode Video Micro. It's really simple to use. It doesn't have any batteries. You don't need to worry about turning it on or making sure the battery is charged, setting your decibel levels, adjusting your high pass filter. This is just, I turn on the camera, I press record, and this is already recording audio. That's all I need to worry about. So if you're just starting out, I feel like this is a good option, especially if you're inexperienced. But there are other options like the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, which I find myself not using that often because it's a cardioid mic. So the audio really sounds good when you're right in front of the microphone, but oftentimes I'm the cameraman, so I'm recording other people. So if I'm talking behind the mic and stuff's happening in the front, audio is not sounding the same. That's where I feel like the Rode VideoMic sounds a little bit better. But if I'm just out vlogging by myself and I'm just talking straight to the camera, that microphone is really good. But a microphone like this can cost you around $300. So if you're just starting out, maybe you don't want to spend $300 on a microphone right now, you can go for the Rode VideoMic. I think I picked this up for around $80 or $60. It's a really affordable option, especially if you just need a microphone. The reason why I feel like audio is more important is because I feel like you can have a decent camera. Like I could record this whole video on a little point and shoot camera like this, and if I have decent audio, it's gonna be a pretty enjoyable experience. If I have this camera and it sounds like this the whole time, you're probably not gonna want to stick around for more than 5 minutes. So I feel like that's really important to understand. Now I hope you learned a thing or two. I didn't really want to go too in depth because this video could easily go half an hour, maybe even longer than that, just explaining every single thing there is to know about sound recording when it comes to videos. Hopefully if you're just starting out, you know you could just get a microphone, record externally, sync up, and it'll be good. Hopefully this helps out. This is Best Tech NA, and I'll see you in the next one.